Thanks a lot, Charlie. Well, it's always good to beat Chicago, isn't it? I'm Bryan Bastin at the Renegades Analytics Desk, and your Nashville Predators survived a Seth Jones goal just 37 seconds into the game to beat that team up north by a score of 3-1, winning their sixth game out of the last 8. Nashville's roster is already depleted from the trade deadline and injuries to Forsberg, Johansson, and Carrier. And they lost another player tonight in young Phil Tomasino, who scored his second goal of the season in just 10 games before being boarded on a nasty hit from Andreas Englund in the first period. Tomasino was just one of the many young players on Nashville's roster to start tonight, and their sudden elevation to a starting role in the NHL is the topic of tonight's One Big Stat. Nashville had 12 of their 18 skaters appear in over 41 games in the AHL over the last 5 years. Leading everyone was Kiefer Sherwood, who in those last 5 years, and despite getting his first chance back in the Global Series, has played in 175 AHL games in the last half-decade. Tommy Novak, who is quickly making a case for a permanent spot on the roster, has played in 157, and new arrival Rasmus Asplund from Buffalo has 111. In total, those 12 players have 1,212 total AHL appearances in the last 5 years. And for those of you counting at home, that's 2/3 of Nashville's skaters that played tonight with an average of 101 AHL games under their belt. Now, these young guns have diligently worked on their games in the last few years in the minor leagues, but with the rebuild finally underway in Smashville, they are forced to close the book on that part of their past because their dreams of a future in the NHL has quickly become the present. And that's tonight's One Big Stat.